Honorable Governor of Odisha, Sri S.C. Jamid, distinguished Chief Minister of the state, Sri Naveen Patnaik, distinguished Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Prashant Kumar Shahu, Registrar of the University, Dr. Srimati Banani Mohanty, distinguished members of the faculty, recipients of the degrees, diplomas, gold medals, recipients of honoris causa, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. It's my proud privilege to be present at the 45th Convocation of Utkal University at its 70th year in 2013. When the dreamers and visionaries like first Premier of Odisha, Maharaj Krishna Chandra Gajapati, another Premier Vishwanath Das, Pandit Nilkanth Das, Pandit Godavari Mishra, who made their contribution in coming to the reality of the establishment of Utkal University and subsequently developed by other great personalities. I am also happy that I get the opportunity to address this convocation, whose foundation stone was laid by the first President of the Republic of India, Babu Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and another distinguished son of India, Sir Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, the second President of the Republic, while addressing the convocation of this very university, spoke a few words which are as inspiring as today than it was then. I quote, "It is my hope that this seat of learning may produce men and women who will live, laugh, take risks, be prepared to suffer and create a civilized society." Unquote. This brings me to the story of a young man who was fired by idea of freedom struggle. To him, urge of freedom and struggle for liberation had no territorial limit. In the prime of his youth, by flying an aircraft to an imperialist power at Southeast Asia, rescued the two great freedom fighters of Indonesia and brought them to the safety in India. This young man could have lost his life, thus bringing to an end of a promising career of a political statesman of contemporary India. His name was Biju Patnaik. I pay my most respectful homage to this great son of India. Ladies and gentlemen, I recognize the services and contribution made by the recipients of honoris causa, congratulate them and wish them to live long, to serve the society, to serve the country. I also recognize the contribution of distinguished faculty members and teachers of this university, like Professor Prankrishna Pariya, Professor V.V. John, Professor Ganeshwar Mishra, Professor Vidyadhar Mishra, Professor M.N. Das, Professor Sriram Chandra Das, Professor Ayappan, and Professor S.K. Das. It was their vision, tireless efforts, and endeavor which earned Utkal University a distinct identity and a pride of place among the universities of India. Ladies and gentlemen, education is a powerful tool for human progress and empowerment. It is also a strong driver of social thinking and social transformation. That's why, while speaking to the budding minds of youths, young boys and girls, it comes to my mind of some recent development. The recent increase in the cases of brutal assault on women and child rape has shaken the collective consciousness of the nation. These unfortunate and unacceptable incidents underscore the urgency for our society to pause, to introspect at the erosion of values and our failure to ensure safety and security of our women and children. Such criminal depravity is a threat to the civilized functioning of any society. We must identify its causes and find solutions to it. The society must ensure safety, dignity, and respect for women. In my address to the nation in Republic Day, I had stated that it is time for the nation to reset its moral compass. I call upon those who educate and nurture the minds of the young men and women and who wield moral authority in the society to set this process in motion. Our universities and academic institutions must take a lead in imparting education which will help us meet the moral challenge of our times. It must help us to build a modern democracy based on values of human dignity, equality, and justice. I will request the Academy present here to consider the very recent changes introduced by the Delhi University in its 4-year degree course, certain curricula, which is an attempt to revive the moral education and bring it in the mainstream of the national education. Ladies and gentlemen, our Constitution has laid down that we have to build our society based on freedom of human spirit, economic opportunities for all, and social justice.